everybody, it's Cathryn from In the Pink Designs. My project today is a box that measures 3 1/4 by 3 1/2 by 3/4 at the bottom, and it opens like this. And inside I have some candy corns to match the candy corn on the front. Now you can put a Velcro dot here and then just tie a ribbon around that front piece of the flap if you want, but I chose, if I'm going to be making a lot for trick-or-treaters, I would probably just do it around the whole thing. It would save me from using loads of Velcro dots. Alrighty, this is my host code. Please put that in for any purchases under $150, not including your shipping and tax. So today I'm using the Tricks or Treats dies for the candy corn. Alrighty, I did not use the Tricks and Treats stamp set, but I used the Pick of the Patch stamp set for the face on the candy corn. Alrighty, and I also used the Stylish Shapes dies for this square and the circle. So, what we need for this project, this time I'm going to do the actual box in basic black. This one is Gorgeous Grape. Alright, so I need a piece of basic black that is 8 1/2 by 6 1/4. Right, I'm using the Them Bones Designer Series paper. We need 2 pieces that are 3 by 3 1/4 and 1 piece that is 3 by 1 3/4. Okay, and I cut these 2 pieces out of using the Stylish Shapes dies. This one's out of Gorgeous Grape, and the rectangle is about 2 3/8 square. Okay, and then this circle is from the Them Bones Designer Series paper, and it measures 2 1/8. Okay, and then I cut the back of the candy corn out of Pumpkin Pie, the bottom Daffodil Delight, and the top from Basic White. Alrighty, so let me get my Simply Scored. And we're going to start on the 8 1/2 inch side, and we're going to score at 1/2, 3 3/4, 4 1/2, and 7 3/4. Turn it to the 6 1/4 inch side, and we're going to score at 3/4 and at 4 1/4. All right. Now I'm just going to fold and burnish all of the score lines. Now we have the 2-inch strip at the top. The skinniest rectangle is on the left, and then there are 3/4 strips on the bottom and the right. And this is what we're going to be doing. Okay, so we want to start on the lower left. We're going to go to the first score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge up into the skinny rectangle. Go to the next score line, cut it to the first score line. Then we're going to go to the next score line, cut it to the first score line, the next score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge both sides of the square. Okay, go to the next score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge both sides of that square. Okay, so now turn it so that your skinny rectangle is on the right, and we're going to count to the 3rd score line, cut it to the first score line, and then we're going to get rid of these 3 pieces. And take off the score line with it so that it's nice and smooth at the top. Then go to the next score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge up into that skinny rectangle. Alright, now turn it so that what's left of the skinny rectangle's on the left, and get your corner rounder, and we're going to round the corners of this upper piece. Oops. Okay, and that's what your cardstock should look like after you're done scoring and cutting. Okay, now I'm going to put some tear and tape next to the score line on the skinny rectangle. Take the backing off with take your pick tool. All right, flip over the whole thing, flip over the side with the tape, and then this other side to meet it. Okay, this is our back. Okay, this is where our seam is. We're going to put the side pieces in and put a little bit of glue on those. Okay, and then pull your back piece in and then put some glue on this front piece and push that down. And then just make sure that your sides are nice and straight. Okay, and then just make sure you push down those inside flaps. All right, now we need our designer series paper, and the two pieces that are 3 by 3 1/4 are on the front and the back, and then this piece that's going to go on this flap right here, it's going to go right up here. We want to round the bottom of that, the long side on the bottom, and that'll go right there. And I'm going to put them all on with liquid glue. All right. Now we'll let that dry while we put together our candy corn. And first I'll put the Daffodil Delight bottom piece on. I'm just going to cover right over the bottom of the pumpkin pie piece. And then the basic white piece will go right on the top. All right. Now, when that's dry, we're going to take some Tuxedo Black Ink, and we're going to take the pumpkin face from Pick of the Patch, and I'm going to fit it right in that middle orange strip. And there's our candy corn. Alrighty. All right, now with our box, I'm just gonna, actually, let's put our goodies. Now this will fit any fun size goodies you want. And I'm just gonna run my fingers down the sides a little bit and then push in and squeeze. Okay, and then you can make it go all the way down depending on what you have in here, but you don't have to. Alrighty. Now, what I need is my square that is about 2 3/8 and a pencil. Okay, what I want is I want to just place this for a minute so that there's about 1/4 inch probably, let's see. Yeah, about 1/4 inch on these 3 sides here evenly. Okay, and then I'm going to take a pencil. I'm just going to put a mark up here, and that's where we want to glue it. All right, and then put it back there. And I'm just going to flip it over. And I'm just going to put a mark right here because that's where we don't want any glue below that line right here. All right, and then we're going to put glue all along the edge we need it, and then we're just going to put it right where we put that line and just make sure that there's an even amount on either side, and just make sure that it adheres nicely and that it stays in the right spot. Yeah, that's good. Okay, then we need our them bone circle that is about 2 1/8, and I'm going to attach that with dimensionals, and I'm going to put it the houndstooth way, so the bats are kind of slanted like this. And I'm going to try to get it on even. Okay. All right, and then we need some dimensionals on our candy corn. And I'm going to put that in the middle of the circle. Good. All right, then we're going to get our black and white gingham ribbon. And I'm just going to use a clip to keep the very edge of our box down. And then I'm just going to wrap my ribbon around the top here and tie a bow right in the middle. I don't need this there now. Okay, and then I'm just going to clip off the edges. Alrighty. Then, for the final touch, I'm going to use the glow-in-the-dark bats and ghosts. Now, these are going to be back in stock on the week of the 25th. So, let me get my take your pick tool, and I'm going to use 3 bats, and I think I'm going to put one right there. These look really cute, I have to say. They glow a really cute green. And then I'll put a third one right down here. Okay, and that's it. If you have any questions, my email is below, along with the link to my blog that has all of the directions written out, and the link to my shop where you can get all of these products. And also there's a link to my Facebook group. I put any information, like if I'm gonna miss a video or something, if something's up with sales, I put it over there on the Facebook group. Have a great day. Please subscribe and hit the like button, and I will see you on Friday. Bye.